Hi guys, Excel Insider welcomes you back to the channel. Today in this episode I will give you 12 life-changing pivot table tips. We all use pivot table in our day-to-day life, but if we use some tips and tricks, we can improve our efficiency by almost 100%. So guys, let's not waste time in the introduction and move to the hands-on. In this pivot table, I have country along with the quantity. The total of quantity is almost 51,000. Now if I want to filter top 10 countries, I can go here, value filters and top 10, enter. Here my top 10 countries are filtered, but the total also changed to 43,000. But think of a case where you do not want this total to be changed. You can use auto filters. There is no direct way to apply auto filters in the pivot table. If I select the pivot table and go to data tab, the filter option is disabled, but there is a trick to apply auto filters on the pivot table. To show that, let me go back. Just clear filter from the country. Select the cell next to the last header of the pivot table and press Ctrl Shift L from the keyboard. Now you can see here these small boxes have been applied. Now you can use it as normal auto filters. For example, here if you click here, it gives you all the auto filters option. From here you can select top 10. Okay. Here you can see that Excel has filtered top 9 items because 10th item is the total. The total is also considered as a value for the auto filter. So to get top 10 items, you have to select top 11 items, go to number filter, top 10 and change this 10 to 11 and hit OK. Here you have top 10 items with the total of all of the items. Guys, let's see one more example. Here I have a pivot table where on the vertical axis I have the product name and on the horizontal axis I have the region. Here if I want to apply the filters on region, I cannot do that because here I get option to apply the filter only on the grand total but not on individual columns. To overcome that, I can use the same trick. Just select the cell next to the last header of the pivot table and press Ctrl Shift L from the keyboard. Now you can see that auto filters have been applied on the pivot table. Now you can apply auto filters on the individual columns. For example, for Western Europe, you want to see top 5 items. You can filter that by auto filters. Just go to number filters, top 10. Here for top 5, you need to press 6 because total is also considered as a value for the auto filter. Say OK. Here for Western Europe, top 5 items are filtered. Guys, in this pivot table, I have the country on the vertical axis and region in the report filters. Here you can see I have 8 regions inside my pivot table and I want to generate 8 different pivot tables based on the regions. For doing that, I can go to the Analyze tab and click Options. Here I have option Show Report Filter Pages. I will click that. Here Excel is displaying me all the fields available in the report filter. If I would have more than one report filters, the Excel will be displaying all of them. Here I select region and click OK. Now you can see Excel has generated 8 different pivot tables in different sheets. Guys, this trick is useful when you want to generate different pivot tables based on one pivot table. Guys, in this pivot table, I have region, country, product name, size, along with the quantity and value. Here you can see that the variables are stuck to the first row of the section. Now you want to see them in a merged format. For example, if India is up to here, you want all these cells to be merged. Or the remote helicopter is up to here and you want to merge all the cells. If you select all these cells like this and press merge, you will get the error message because you cannot perform this action on a pivot table. But there is a way to do it. For that, go to pivot table options. Under layout and format, just click merge and center cells with the labels and hit OK. Now you can see that all the common cells have been merged together. Let me scroll down to show you more rows. Here you can see that Excel has merged all the cells based on the requirement. Guys, here I have a pivot table with all these fields. Now if I want all these item labels to be repeated, for example, Asia should come in all these cells, India should come in all these cells, Singapore should come in all these cells, customer 199 should come in all these cells. How can you do that? There is an option in the design tab. Go to report layout. Here in this menu, just click repeat all item labels. Here you can see that Excel has filled in all the item labels in the empty cells. Guys, this trick is very helpful where you want to copy paste the data as values to another sheet. For example, here if I select this pivot table, copy it and paste it here as values. Here I am getting the names in all the cells. Guys, next trick is double click to drill down. Here I have a pivot table with the products and the region. Now if I want to see the line item wise detail of this cell, I can just double click the cell and Excel will pull up all the required details to a separate sheet. Let me go back. For example, here I want to see all the details for playing cards. I can double click the grand total of playing cards. All the details of playing cards is in a separate sheet. Let me go back. As another example, if I want to get all the details for Western Europe, I can just double click the total. Here all the sales of Western Europe has been pulled up. Let me go back. Now let me drop one more field to the pivot table. Here I want to see the detail of chess in Western Europe and only for Italy. I can just double click the Italy cell. The Excel has sent all the details to a separate sheet. Italy here and chess here. Guys, this trick is very helpful where you want to quickly see the details of a cell. Guys, please remember, do not forget to delete all these sheets, otherwise this will create duplicacy of data in your workbook. Guys, for the next step, I have the same data and here I want to see the data as a percentage of the total. How can I do that? Just right click on the pivot table, show value as percentage of grand total. Now all the values have been converted to the percentages. If I want to see the percentages of individual columns, I can also do it. Just click percentage of column total. Now every column has individually 100% and the breakup is here. You can do it based on row as well. From here, just click percentage of row total. Here every row has been converted to 100% and the breakup is here. Guys, you can also perform count, min, max, average functions inside the pivot table. For that, right click the pivot table, go to summarize value by, count. Here the pivot is showing the count of the data. Right click, summarize value, max, right click, summarize value by, min, right click, summarize value by, sum. Guys, these two menus have so many options inside. You can try these one by one. A lot of analysis can be done by these options. Guys, for this tip, I have the same pivot table. As you can see, there are a lot of blank cells here, here, here. If I want to mention zero or a certain phrase instead of blank cell, that I can do from pivot table options. Right click, pivot table options. Here I have an option for empty cells, show zero. Okay. Here Excel has filled the zeros in the blank cells. I can even fill a phrase. For example, go to pivot table options. Here if I want to fill no data. Okay. Here Excel has mentioned no data instead of blank cells. Guys, in this pivot table, I have region, product, quantity, and value. Here, if I want to highlight all the playing cards across the pivot table, just click the playing cards from the leftmost corner of the cell. Here you can see that all the playing cards have been highlighted. Now I can color them in one shot. If I want to highlight the toy guitar across the pivot table, just click the toy guitar from the leftmost corner of the cell, go to fill color and highlight. Guys, this trick is very helpful where you want to highlight the individual values inside the pivot table. Guys, there is one more uses to it. For example, here I have this pivot table with region, country, product and size with the subtotals at each level. Guys, this is a huge pivot table and looks very messy. Here, if you want to color the line items with the subtotals, you can click the leftmost corner of the subtotals, click green. For the country subtotals, click orange. For the region subtotals, click blue or whatever color you want. Now Excel has colored all the subtotals line items and my pivot table looks better than before. Guys, whenever you apply a formula on a pivot table, it automatically picks generate pivot table data formula. For example, here I have this value and the quantity and I want to calculate per kg price equal to value divided by the quantity. Enter. Here Excel is picking up get pivot data formula automatically. If I autofill this formula, I will get the same data everywhere. This is happening because get pivot data function is picking up the value from this and this field. For another example, here I have the quantity for 2019 and 20 and I want to calculate the difference equal to this minus this. If I drag the formula, I will get the same data. The reason is same, get pivot data function picking up the same values in all the cells. To overcome that, click on the pivot table, go to analyze, options and uncheck generate get pivot data. Now if you apply the formula instead of get pivot data, Excel will pick up the cell reference automatically. For example, here equal to this minus this. Instead of get pivot data, Excel is picking up H3 and G3. Press enter. Now drag the formula. The difference has been calculated for per kg price equal to value divided by the quantity. Enter. Drag the formula. The per kg price has been calculated. Guys, if you uncheck get pivot data, it will be unchecked for all the pivot tables you have. Guys, if I want to see the per kg price in a matrix format, I cannot pull up the quantity and value fields here and calculate the per kg price. For this, I have an option to add the calculated field to a pivot table. To do that, just go to Analyze, Fields, Items and Sets. Click on Calculated Field. Give a name to the field per kg price. Here in the formula box, equal to value insert field divided by the quantity insert field and hit OK. Here I am getting the per kg price for my matrix. This is a dynamic field for the pivot table and will update automatically as my pivot table updates. For example, if I pull in the size, my per kg price is updated automatically. If I remove the region, my per kg price is updated automatically. Guys, here you can see that I am getting division errors because the quantity and the value is not available for this combination. To remove the errors, I can go to the pivot table options, check this box for error values, show. Here I can show blank or a 0 or whatever data you want. Here I am typing 0, enter. Now the error values have been converted to zeros. This will work across the pivot table. If I pull in the size, see here I am not getting the error values as I am getting earlier. Guys, for the last step, I have a pivot table and a chart along with the slicer. Here you can see that products are coming on the x-axis. If I select another region, for example, East Europe, it has only 5 products. Latin America, it has only 2 products. North Africa, 4 products. Guys, here you must have observed that number of products per region are not same. This is creating a bumpy behavior inside the chart. To stop this behavior, you can go to the field settings, select the field, right click, go to field settings, layout and print, and check this show items with no data. Click OK. Now Excel will show all the items even the data is not available. For example, go to East Europe. Here 5 products are available. Latin America, only 2 products are available. North Africa, only 4 products are available. Guys, this trick is useful when you don't want your pivot chart to change its shape and size with each change in the parameters. Guys, here I finish my today's episode. I hope you would have liked it and learned something from it. Guys, I believe my tips will help you in dealing with the pivot tables. If you would have liked this episode, then please give a thumbs up and subscribe the channel for more such videos. Guys, I will leave the link to the practice file in the description section. You can download it and practice. Also, if you have any doubts left, please mention those in the comment section. I will try to resolve them. Now guys, I will take a leave. Bye bye. Have a good day. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.